Hello Virgo, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Virgo, I'm going to do a general collective reading for your energy. So because it is general, it may or may not resonate. If it does resonate, I'm glad we're able to connect. If not, hopefully the next time, Virgo, my friends. So we're going to look at what your strength is right now, what your weakness is right now, and what you should focus on. I'm going to start with the Shadows of the Middle Ages Oracle deck. Boundaries, interesting, as the Boundaries card, elevating your boundaries. Music, elevation, and boundaries. That underlying pre-shuffle. We're going to get started with this deck, and I'm going to go into the Good Tarot. Let's see, my Virgoians. Virgo. Sex of Virgo. What is your strength right now? What is your weakness? And what you should focus on. If you want to. You don't have to. Let's see. Your strength right now is the clouds. It is the clouds. The storm. God, this has been a very interesting week. What's going on out there? Your weakness is a Samhain. Samhain. What is going on? These readings. Okay, I don't know. Your weakness is November 1st. That is the Day of the Dead. It is connecting with the dead, talking to the dead, conversing with the dead. It is also a celebration of ancestors now, but it's coming up weird, man. Something is coming through in these readings that I don't quite understand, and I stopped and I looked something up because, I don't know, a lot of you may not realize this, but I'm not American. I'm Canadian, born and raised, still here, baby. Grew up on maple syrup and bat bacon, my loves. American history, I'm not very strong in that because it's not my country. But it has been shoved down my throat a little bit through television and movies, which is probably not all accurate. But anyways, just finished the Leo reading, and it was like the Mayflower came through. I'm like, the Mayflower. I don't know, like I've heard of it, right? And I think, no, I know now. But at the time, I'm like, I think it's one of the ships that came over. Like, I'm not American. It's not, whatever. I get by without knowing this information really well. So I looked it up, and it was like a really significant ship. It came over in November. What the fuck? It came over in November. Half the people died on the way. No, half the people died because they landed in November. But it was basically like a group of people that wanted to separate from the church and from all of that shit that was constraining them. But in the Leo reading, it came out in the underline is this is some ancient type of information that came over with the Mayflower through the Pilgrims. And I'm watching and I'm reading about it on Wikipedia. It's like, oh, they were fucking pilgrims. They came off the Mayflower. I'm sure they probably, like, I feel like downloads are like that too, where I'm sure I've read it, seen it, heard it at some point in my 52 years on this planet that pilgrims came off the Mayflower. And I'm sure like it's back there. It's like spirit tickles a little spot on my brain and something comes forward and it's like, whoa, what? Okay. But this is freaking me out because it's like something in November. And it was like the landing of this ship. There's some type of symbolism in here right now about the Mayflower, the Pilgrims and separation. I don't know if these are all supposed to be like collective readings, but I think when I ask to tap through a particular sign, there's got to be connection with that house or something. Because your strength right now is strange, right? It's like a storm. It's an approaching storm. But this is where you're strong. And it's really weird because all of these readings are connecting more like in the strongest link that I've ever had zodiac readings connect. Like the Leo reading connected with Cancer's extended. Leo's extended is connecting with your reading. Because you know what? You want to know why? You want to know why this is your strength? Because when it gets dark, your light is bright and it can be seen. When it's dark, the brightest light can be seen. All of the other lights are dimmed out. They're not strong enough. I tell you right now, I know, because I've been doing all these readings, and it's crazy how these are tied together. There's something, now why is November your weakness? Is it something that you're leading up to? Is it something that the collective is leading up to? If it's looking at this card, though, it is the celebration of the dead. Something going to happen on May the 1st or the 21st. May? Why did I say May? That's odd. Like, I feel like I channeled something there. It's almost like when I just kind of go away for a second, my ego, because I'm like, I know what I'm going to say, but then then it's kind of like channeled words come out of my mouth. May. But why is November? November is the weakness. The ancestors. Fuck me. What you should focus on. Oh my God. The cross. I don't know what is going on, man. That is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Illumination, the dragonfly. The past has been changed. The past has been changed. And something is being illuminated here. This has never happened before, where I feel like I'm getting 2 readings in a row that are supposed to be zodiacs and they're turning into collectives. Six, 6, 9. All right, we got 6 with the clouds. 105. I know you're all going to be telling me how to say it. I'm not going to try. I have enough problems with English combining French and German and every other language under the sun and trying to remember all the goddamn rules in that vocabulary. I'm not going to learn pagan or whatever that is. Okay, and then we got, it's Samhain. On my channel, it's now called Samhain. And the cross. Okay, can we just, let's get into the book. I'm going to read the book. Here. What is going on? And I feel like, too, this is where I feel like you guys are really valuable. Because like I said, like I'll channel stuff and I don't know the connection. I don't quite see the connection. I'm thinking there's a connection here because it really, before I did this reading, I sat down and I thought, well, let me Google the Mayflower. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. It came in November. It landed in November. And they were like the separatists. They wanted to separate from the church. They wanted to separate from the church. They wanted to separate from the obligation. That's the weakness. What the actual HE double hockey sticks is going on here? And then to pull that card out, it's screaming at me because I just looked it up. November is when it landed. And the friggin' pilgrims came in on the, and karma. There's so much karma right now. It's astronomical. Okay. The clouds. The clouds card represents obstacles, problems, delays, and uncertainty. This is your strength. Clouds are a symbol of impeding troubles. However, the main meaning of the card is ambiguity. Bad premonitions and approaching difficulties. Trust them. Okay, I'm going to stop right there because something's going on here. There's something coming through in these readings. Your strength is to know about some sort of bad premonition. Something, I don't know what. I don't want to put like there's something going on here. Like there is a karmic correction and focus on it. You do right on whatever level that is for you right now. Do right. You can't get past this. This is like the laws of God and the universe. We're all made of stardust. We can't get past it. It's your strength to know this right now. It carries a negative atmosphere and a lingering sense of unease in the heart. It signifies a situation of volatility and confusion. It is necessary to be patient and wait out the storm in shelter, refraining from taking any actions. The cloud card can show us the unknown and mystical. I feel like y'all are getting like a little heads up here, okay? It's been a while since I've been like pulling in messages in this way. And it used to happen a lot. Like, I didn't even realize what was happening, right? Like, if you're new to my channel, before the Ukraine-Russian war broke out, it came through on my channel trying to do a reading like this. Thought I was doing something for one of the signs. I saw Ukrainian Easter eggs crashing down a hill. And then like the following week, there were Russian nesting dolls and all. It was like crazy, right? And so over the years, I've started to realize that this is telling us something. And then the reading about the missing sub and the Titanic. And I was like, I don't even understand how these connect or whatever. But so anyways, you know, when my life was really chaotic and out of order, I basically said to Spirit, I can't do this right now. Like this kind of messaging. I had a conversation with Spirit maybe a couple of months ago, because I remembered that I had said, no more of that, please. I need steady here. I need it. You need to use someone else for that. And, you know, Spirit honors it. And then I opened up again. So maybe that's why this is happening. I don't know. But so what I want to say is, I feel like if you're coming to my channel, you are getting some type of message here that there is some sort of impeding problem coming in. All right. And what you can really do is the right thing. Like, because there's so much karma around this. You do the right thing. Hang on tight. The weakness is November. Is it getting to November? Is it perhaps, see, that's the other thing. I'm not completely, you know, in my little cave here. I'm aware that y'all in the U.S. are having an election. Again, I don't sit on any side because I feel like all the sides are run by the same thing. You know, the red and blue, left and right. You pick what side and then we'll keep them all separated and polarized. That's what we're going to do. So that's my take on that. So I'm not swinging any way here, but I do feel like that there's something significant about November. Okay, so let's go to what your weakness is right now. It's Samhain. I love you, my American friends. I do. I love your accent. My favorite character in Lost is what the fuck is his name? Sawyer. Okay. Samhain is a Celtic holiday celebrated on October 31st, coinciding with the modern-day Halloween. It marks the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. Samhain is considered a liminal time when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is thinnest, allowing for communication with ancestors and spirits. Maybe some of you are having difficulty hearing this right now. It is a time to honor and remember the deceased. The rituals such as setting a place at the table for departed loved ones. The holiday is associated with transformation, divination, and protection against malevolent spirits. I don't know what, but I'm going to say, if you feel like yourself, your ancestors, I mean, I want to say pretty much probably anyone who's come to North America could say that their ancestors were involved in some regard with, you know, bad karmas. I mean, my ancestors came here from Normandy, France in the late 1500s. I'm like a 9th generation. Am I 9th? Or my son is 9th. I think I'm a 9th generation Canadian. Oh, I'm sure my ancestors have done some naughty shit. So, I don't know. What is this? I want to say, this is almost like a reading to me that's coming out to talk about the importance of focusing on the obligation, focusing on justice, focusing on the right path. What has God put in front of you? So let's look. 36. The cross card represents challenges, burdens, and a sense of destiny. It signifies the presence of difficult or significant life experiences that carry spiritual or emotional weight. This card often indicates the need for perseverance, faith, and acceptance of one's circumstances. It suggests that through facing and transcending challenges, personal growth and spiritual transformation can be achieved. Go through the life lesson, no matter how difficult it may be. Do not despair and keep the faith. The cross is a very powerful card that casts its shadow over the entire spread. And when it says that to me, it means this is the only law that truly exists. There's no other law that can supersede this. There's no law made by man that can supersede this. There's only one law here. So, pull out the tarot cards. And y'all know I'm going to get lots of bottled water and non-perishable food. What's going on, man? I tell you, right? Like the Oakman. Somebody had mentioned that, I think, in the Leo reading. Was it the Oakman that came out first? It probably was. It wasn't the war in the Ukraine. Because the Oakman came out, and when you look back on it, they came out in Aries. And when you look back on it, it was like it was predicting the pandemic. It was crazy. Anyways, I don't know. Okay, your strength right now is the storm. Face the storm. Face it. Put your face into the wind and the rain. Just like, face the storm. But there is, like, these are connecting. And I want to say it's showing us how we're all interconnected as well. The Cancer, and I can't remember beyond that. The Cancer extended connected into Leo's reading. Leo's extended is connecting into your reading. Okay, your strength, right? It's the clouds. The Ace of Fire, the Messenger of Earth, and the Sun. It's totally what I said was coming out like in the Leo extended. It is that when it is darkest, you shine the brightest. You see the way. You show the way. You might show the way too. If you show the way, really work on connecting with your ancestors and your guides, okay? Your strength right now is facing the storm now. The Messenger, it's the Knight of Pentacles, the Messenger of Earth. Let me double check this. I haven't used this deck in a while, right? Because I believe there are pages. Some decks are kind of funny. There's another messenger shown. Oh, page. Yes, it is. It is the Knight of Pentacles. It's getting there's a long-term plan here. There's a path that you're on. It's honestly, it is your destiny. Trust it. Trust your destiny. So I'm going to pull away a little bit from what I feel like is sort of like a worldly message coming in on a more personal level. So it honestly is understanding that you light your way here. No one else can show you the way. You understand the way. Very hermit energy. You can find your way through this. That is a path that you're on. This is a divinely led path. But like any path in life, there's going to be sun, there's going to be rain. There's going to be darkness, there's going to be dawn. You are on, I feel like the storms are clearing though with this, but I mean, this is pretty heavy. This is, I want to say, if anything, it's honoring the path. Honoring the path. Your weakness, November the 1st. This election's not on the 1st, right? There's something about November here. And it's weird because it was something about a cycle of darkness that was initiated in December. Or I read it in December. See, that came through on the Cancer extended. I read it in December of last year. But doesn't mean it was initiated then. Like there's some sort of full circle energy that's coming around. Maybe it started in November and I read it because it was December 5th. Ooh. Oh my God. Did I just say December the 5th? Because the American election is on November the 5th. Right, look at, and 5. No. Okay, your weakness right now is November. I hope everything's going to be okay. It probably is, right? Tarot can be just dramatic. Maybe it's me. It's my Leo node, my Leo self node. Oh! Your weakness right now. Oh, it's the 8 of Wands. It's almost like wanting to get to a date. wanting to get to this date. Having ants in your pants. Or wanting to move past this date. Wanting to move past your ancestral guidance. Wanting to move past your ancestral obligation. Because there's obligation with this one, puppies. Ooh. What should you focus on? The Ace of Water. Oh God, that's nice. Oh. Wow, it's almost like a baptized energy, isn't it? Right? Like the Ace of Cups and the Cross. Like a baptism. Focus on the obligation of emotional freedom and happiness. Don't look at the storm. Don't feed the storm. So I mean the darkness too. No. There's something that was coming through in the underlying cards in that Leo reading where it is like the forces of darkness doing battle against the forces of light. The forces of light are winning. And right, and it's almost like what is coming through here, like even as a collective, what is your obligation in all of this? Is to focus on the light. Focus on the light. Don't be distracted by the darkness. If you're distracted by the darkness, if you're allowed to function in fear, or it gives the darkness energy. Because it was coming across that the darkness, right, things are being illuminated. Things are being illuminated, that the darkness was distracted by something. It was looking at it's curious, because the darkness was trying to understand how the future got changed. Like in the past, darkness understood that something had happened that was changing our current present. And so that was distracting the darkness, like sitting there like, how did that happen? And so karma was almost like two levels of karma watching this darkness. And this one level of karma was coming off like it was the karma cat in that deck. And it was a cat cloaked watching the dark magic be distracted. And it's almost like, I want to say reporting back to the universal karma, because the deity of karma was the other card that came out in the underline for Leo. And that was exposing the lies, like exposing lies. Fascinating, right? So the past has been changed. Oh, this came through my channel years ago. By changing the present, we change the past. That's how. Still. Okay. The Two of Fire. Fortune's Wheel. I don't know. It's to me like he's in his little house there, and he's just looking through the peephole. You see him? Like, what's going on out there? What's going on out there? And the Two of Wands is staying in place. It's it's being in your fortress and looking out beyond the walls. The Hanged Man. This is observing the world from a distance. That's your strength. Your strength is observing the world from a distance and watching change. It's almost like you keep yourself safe from the storm. The darker it gets, the brighter your light becomes. The more clear you become about yourself and your own self-actualization. Your weakness is, I don't know, it's either getting to November or almost like trying to jump over it and avoid it. The Three of Pentacles. It's a very Three of Wands kind of energy to me. Like she's standing, she's looking for the boat. The freaking boat. The Hierophant. This Hierophant card I find fascinating to me. I mean, it looks like to me like it's a very, it just comes off as a very misogynistic, patriarchal energy. Because the Divine Feminine, she's been like, it's almost like some sort of metal device has been put over her hands, so she cannot use her hands. But yet, the thing that is utilized against spiritual energy, Divine Feminine energy, to handicap it, forces it to strengthen itself in other areas. So the more that, but think about that. The more that something tries to handicap you, it's intended to actually, like spiritually speaking, this gets turned around into another strength of yourself that compensates the handicap. That's fascinating. Because it's almost as if every time some sort of darkness tries to take over you and create a handicap within you, you strengthen another element of yourself, and so on and so forth, to the point where you become super strengthed in so many different elements of yourself. But that's a weakness. I did it. The Two of Air. This is... What is the spiritual path? The spiritual path is to accept the constraint, the storm, whatever that is. Because of what I just channeled. Like it gives you greater powers and strengths in other areas of your life. This is not to release how you were bound or the path that you find yourself on. So that you can have, I can, I have this choice or that choice. I can freely, there's just a couple of birds, man. But look it's either, like she didn't have any wings on her back. She's got wings on her back here. How you are being asked to collaborate. I want to say it's more the response that's the weakness here. Because the cross just comes around and it just says, my friend, honor. Honor. It's almost like baptism. Maybe baptism through fire, with the Ace of Fire, the Two of Fire, the Sun. The Page of Earth, he's my favorite. He just looks like a little Huckleberry Finn kind of energy. I found the coolest stuff down this hill. You're going to come and see? You won't believe what's down there. It's really fucking cool. Well, you probably didn't say that. I didn't become a potty mouth until, I don't know, sometime adulthood. I was like, oh, this fucking sucks. Adulting is no fucking fun. The High Priestess, focus on it. Focus on it. Focus on your destiny. The fire, the Five of Fire. The challenges along your destined path. I don't know. Focus how God talks to you. I feel like for some of you with this energy, like you could be, there's a couple of different ways this comes through. You could be some sort of a youth, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a youth group leader or, I don't know. Is this a feeling here like the coming generation? The coming generation. And this energy working through God to connect with the coming generation. Lighting the way. Oh, interesting as I say that. The underline is the Six of Fire. Elevated illumination. Elevated illumination. Going towards illumination. illuminating success, successful illumination. I think I ate an off hot dog. I don't know. It's not feeling right in there. Clouds. That's your strength. The Page of Cups. Hope in the darkness. Hope in the darkness. That is your strength. The Ace of Fire and the Two of Fire. The Wheel of Fortune. Changing events. Oh, Fortune's Wheel. That's what comes in next. Excuse me. Do that. All right. Okay, no, maybe it wasn't a hot dog. Maybe it was just some gas sitting there on top of the hot dog. So, or under the hot dog. It's almost like there's some sort of change that's going to be happening here. Sit and watch the change. Persevere through the storm. The Messenger of Earth and Fortune's Wheel. I feel like this page almost serves as the messenger. Like what you should focus on, what you should watch for is a messenger of the earth. Someone who speaks for the earth. The Empress and the Page of Pentacles. This is like Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is about to speak. It's going to be interesting. The storm. It feels like there's an ancestral energy here. I feel like past ancestral energy with the Mayflower and Samhain. And then I feel like current, like future generation, like ancestor. Lineage, the lineage. And it's almost as if your strength right now is to face the storm. The messenger of earth almost feels like earth to me. The person who speaks for the children, the person who speaks for future generations, the earth mother. All right, the Hangman. You might get a totally different perspective. The Chariot. Yeah, I don't know. It's like change, move, change mind, changing mind. I feel like, too, it's even talking about the Cancer reading. I was all connected. It's weird. Your weakness is November the 1st. Maybe you do weird things on the day after Halloween. Oh, the Five of Swords and Judgment. There's a little bit of me here that feels like there's some sort of karma that we're all working through. Rising up out of the dead. That's the friggin' Judgment card. Rising from the dead. Is that your weakness? Rising from the dead. The Eight of Fire. The Nine of Pentacles. Oh, it's the Empress in waiting. Empress in protection. The Strength right now. The Messenger. Maybe we're all like messengers of the earth here. The Three of Earth The Three of Swords and the Sun. Well, there's the illumination. I feel like there's something that you can illuminate in the darkness, even if it feels like your hands are tied. Something that you can illuminate in the darkness, even with your hands tied. The Hierophant. Temperance, the World, and the Two of Swords, which is what comes next. Waiting for the end. What in God's name? This is something that ends in Sagittarius season. I don't know. It feels like there's some really significant shit in the next 3 months. It feels like November and December. So I don't know if October is going to be just like weird energies leading up to it. Well, if I have time, I wanted to do Libra today, but these readings are really something else. Because it's like the indecision. Maybe you don't know what to decide in November. Maybe you don't know what to decide in November. The Two of Air. It is. It's a very important decision. The Lovers. Well, it just kind of speaks for itself. I don't know. I feel like November is going to be a weird month. And December. The Cross and the Ace of Water. Focus on that. Focus on the obligation to happiness. You know what I like here too? Okay, we just talked about this Hierophant, right? And it is like a weird patriarchal, misogynistic energy I get from it. Mainly because her hands have been... Anyways, so, but what do we know about the seahorse? The seahorse is an incredibly healthy example of loving, caring, masculine energy. I mean, we do live on a planet run by men. I think we can all agree they could probably be doing a better job. But then they'd probably say, oh, we'd like to see you do it. I don't know. I think there'd be a lot less gardens and a lot fewer cemeteries, maybe. But anyways, because there is some sort of peace here, right? And the little seahorse, he's such a good little daddy. He's always, actually, he gets a little bit abused by the feminine seahorses, I think. As soon as he had babies, they're right all over him again. It's like this little seahorse. He's carrying the karma. A planet of masculines. It's the Cross and the Ace of Water. The Cross and the Ace of Water. Focus on that. The Ace of Cups came out. It's good. This focus on the good. Focus on the good. Focus on the happiness. Focus on the beautiful feeling. Focus on new emotions that feel lovely. Focus on the new beginning. The Page of Earth. The Nine of Cups. See, I love this kid. He's going to take you to your dreams. Oh, he is the messenger of Earth. There's a child here. You know, that's come through in the readings for a while. A child. There was a child that was supposed to have been born in secret a couple of years ago, too, that came through on my channel. We're not going to ask where he was or what he was doing. It was a secret, but it was pretty important. The Nine of Cups. Focus on the path, right? The messenger of Earth and this path, leading you on the path to happiness. High Priestess. The Eight of Wands. that God is going to show you the way. Honestly, like God is going to show you the way. The Five of Fire. The Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, and the Six of Cups show you who to talk to. God's going to show you who to talk to. Who to talk to. Soulmates. Soulmates to talk to. Could be talking to people from your past. Like, hey, what's up with you? Hey, I'm okay. How you doing? Yeah, I'm all right. It doesn't seem like anything dramatic. But there's drama abounds in the air. Yeah, the Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. He's got his head down the whole time. It's almost like down in shame, down in obligation, down, down, down. Hold your head up. Oh, hold your head up. Hold your head high. Hold your head up. Oh, what is that song? Hold your head up. Oh, hold your head high. That's a song, right? Who is that, darling? Argent. Sorry. Oh, hey, look at that. And if it's bad, don't let it get you down. You can take it. And if it hurts, don't let them see you cry. You can make it. Hold your head up, woman. Hold your head up, woman. Hold your head up, woman. Hold your head high. Woman, hold your... And if they stare, just let them burn their eyes on you moving. And if they shout, don't let it change a thing that you're doing. Hold your head up, woman. Hold your head up, woman. Hold your head up high. There you go. Yeah. And if they stare, yeah, and it's just the same thing over and over again. Okay. Well, it's been a very interesting week so far. I'm going to go do the extended. Virgo Collective, whoever you are. We're going to see what, I'm going to ask what you don't see about yourself. What is your biggest asset that you could lean into right now? We're going to ask those two questions. Thank you very much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.